Bobby's getting the vehicle. I guess the vehicles each parked down here. I'm just very confused. I thought we walked the whole 3 miles. We just put all the things up in our windows. But he says that the guy said park over here, so I'm just gonna bring the car over. This over here is a grain elevator, very old one. And then, like I said, there's more farm equipment displayed there. We just bought the magnet in the gift shop that you saw. We try to buy magnets to the places we go. It's so interesting with the old barn and then the newer solar. Are we driving out there today? I'm so very confused. I thought we had to walk 3 miles out here. Very interesting. This is an electric fence, I think. We are back in the car. We are in line. We do not know exactly what's happening because our understanding is a 3 mile round trip hike. So we're wondering if we're just gonna park, sorry about the glare, just on the other side of the gate so the visitor center has parking available for others. We're about to find out. And we're off. And we talked to our lead and he's gonna drive us out to the trailhead and then we only have to go 3/4 of a mile out. So we will be doing 1.5 mile round trip instead of the usual 3. And we're pretty excited about it. It makes up for having to share the space with so many people. I'm more of a lone wolf kind of gal. It's very popular. It was a sold out guided tour today. So we're blessed to be a part of it. Here's all this cool farm equipment. Sorry.
I have to go back and put some money in the box for him or something.
Yeah, donation box.
See how hot it gets out here? Your tractor needs to be shaded in some form or fashion.
Make a little box. And this stuff is even more dilapidated since we were here last.
Ancient.
And when we were signing in, Bobby was talking about how we appreciate history and we want to make sure we see it before it's gone. He said this especially, the weather will take this away eventually.
Yeah, it's not covered, it's out in the elements.
And it's pretty brutal out here.
In its natural state.
The only reason it's probably still here is because of its location. If it was anywhere else, humans would have already destroyed it.
Take some home.
Add your name next to it, to the Chiefs. Yeah, this stuff is worse for wear over a year's time. So this is exciting, guys. This is exclusive. You can sign up online. You do your reservation, pay the small fee to do the guided. We've been to the Selby campground before, but we prefer to stay at the other one. What's the other one called? I can't think of it right now. See the rock over there in the distance? Oops. Right there to the left. That's where we're headed. We're getting closer. See the rock there to the left? There's our little caravan heading out. So you can no longer see the rock because it's behind this little hill. And then we are all turning, as you can see. And if you can see that bathroom in the distance, that's going to be where we park at that trailhead. You can see Soda Lake in the distance. We've never been to this part of the park, obviously, because it's restricted without your guide and your reservation. I'm grateful that our hiking is cut in half today. Headed over to the parking lot here. They had picnic tables and everything out here too. We did bring our picnic, we'll see. No shade though. This has got to be brutal in the summer, man.
You guys start stabbing it in there.
So this is obviously where the trail starts to go over and down. And what goes down must come back up. Ooh, look at the view of the lake from here. Neat. There's someone to park on the edge or something.
Sure. The higher end vehicles. 4-wheel drives can park out here.
And just a quick history about my work with public lands. I have been a National Park Service Ranger for 6 seasons. I'll be starting my 7th this summer. And 3/4 of a mile back, it's pretty easy terrain, mostly flat. This is kind of fringe season for rattlesnakes, so I'll be keeping an eye out for those and kind of leading the way, sweeping for snakes. When we get to the rock, there is a chance that there will be nesting birds in the actual rock itself. It's just a good place for raptors to nest, and other birds too. If that is the case, I didn't see any the last time I was out here, but if that is the case, we'll have to limit our time in the rock or the area. 250,000 acres. And if you can't visualize what an acre is, it's about roughly one football field in length and width. So about 250,000 football fields. It's a combination of land management, managed land, as well as the Nature Conservancy has acreage in the preserve, and then also the California Department of Fish and Wildlife. So sort of a multi-organizational management of the land. If we all show just a little respect, there are a couple general guidelines. Please do not touch the rock or any of the paintings. The oils on our skin can damage the paint. And then, yeah, we talked about the birds, and I'll be looking for snakes.
I've already noticed some scat on the trail, some coyote and something smaller. I don't know how many, I'm not going to be able to tape at the rock for you guys, I'm sorry. We'll tape on the way up there, maybe a couple pictures, but they don't want you doing that, so show you as much as I can. Watch your step, please. Big varmint holes. Oh, there it is.
Stopping here because it does give you a pretty good overview of the monument. You can see there is a lot of flat land, and I'm sure you've noticed a lot of the farming remnants, the equipment like the grain elevator by the visitor center. Everything that is flat in the plain was farmed, largely for growing wheat and barley. Also for grazing cattle. So yeah, this has a deep farming history up until the 1980s is basically when it tapered off. and that's mostly due to environmental conditions. It was just getting too hot and dry for farmers to continuing having a worthwhile crop out here. If we look behind us at the hillside here, you'll see a line in the hills.
I see it over there.
It looks like it might be a road. It is actually something called a plow line, and that line is the grade is at the slope where tractors could no longer go past that line. So tractors would go straight up to that line, and then the hillside would be too steep to continue going. So that's where they farmed into. And you'll see that throughout the monument too. Just a couple other general facts about the monument. The monument sits in a valley between two ranges. The Temblers are the big range that's to our east here. And then the Calientes are the range that's behind us, and Painted Rock is in the foothills of the Calientes. The Temblers are an interesting range because they were formed because of tectonic motion along the San Andreas Fault, which you can actually see the San Andreas Fault in most of the monument. If you want a cool site to see that has to do with the fault, at Wallace Creek, there was once a straight creek that, because of fault movement, is now sort of in a curved S shape. So somewhere to check out if you guys are interested in the fault line. There is, you may have noticed, Soda Lake, which is a mostly dry lake bed. It was actually mined for sodium in the early 1900s. It no longer is, but during good rain years that will fill up and attract many water birds. I haven't seen too many water birds this year. The rock that we're by right now is the same type of rock that we'll see up at Painted Rock. It's sandstone. And yeah, what you can see, if you see those two large tanks over in the lower hills here, that's part of Selby, the Selby complex, where there's a historic ranch, and that's where one of our campgrounds is. Let's keep
It's a brown, California brown, or blonde, I think they call them, or something.
He's being still now, huh? Like he knows that we've noticed him.
That's a good point.
Bobby spotted a tarantula. Everybody's taking pictures. We're approaching the rock.
chunks of hematite still on the ground. The black is from charcoal, and then the white is from diatomaceous rock, it's called. And what they would do is grind those rocks in bedrock mortars, which we will see a couple bedrock mortars in there. And then mix it with different types of fats like oils from various plants or animal fats to create a paste. So I did notice a bird flying around here. Yeah. And it looks like it's been a storm south wind. It's like, yeah, but there's a bird. We might try and limit it to around 20 minutes.
So the Native American art is 200 to 3,000 years old. And then there's historic, air quotes, graffiti where people came along and left their initials. Fiddlenecks.
If I can't keep my head held high enough, I'll just be love and watch the smiles come.
Thanks for watching.
Bring my spirits up.
Don't forget to stop and smell the flowers.
There's some shit I like to fix, but